What's he mocked up? Too far, look. How far it sends it back. Bloody hell. Right. A new pack of questions have come up. Let's see where we can start. Actually, wait a minute. I have to change character. I can't have Ken doing that stupid noise.
Be getting chilly. It seems to be getting chilly. Are you to be my guinea pig?
So are they there with you listening to these questions, or are you going to give them the link later on or something? Right, I'm going to start. Question 1. Do you think that Final Fight guy on the SNES was pointless? Well... Oh shit, hold on. I don't know what the deal was when they brought out Final Fight. Like, guy was on his own. I think Cody and Hager was in the other version or some shit like that. I don't know what. I still don't know to this day why they did that. Maybe there wasn't enough memory to put all three in one game. Maybe the guy took more memory than both of them combined. I don't know, but it had to be something like that. They could have done multiple versions of it. Really, they could have just done Cody, Final Fight Cody and Guy, Final Fight Guy and Hagar, and Final Fight Cody and Hagar. And if they wanted to buy all three versions, buy all three versions. Question 2. What do you think of Burby's bubblegum move? I haven't really used it, but I'm pretty sure there's video. I've seen videos of it. I don't think it's a bad move. Birdie could stay the same and have his bubblegum. I don't think many bad things will happen, but Birdie's so... I don't know what the right word is for Birdie. I look at him like he's a very boring character. He's very boring. He can keep you water based. In the first to 10, it'd be I would find him very frustrating to be dealing with, especially if you're losing. Question 3. Rage of the Dragons, Marvel vs Capcom. If it's Marvel vs Capcom, then nah, man. I don't like that game. I'll put Rage of the Dragons over. I do like Sonya and Poopa in that game, but some of the other characters, they're pretty suspectly too good, and then some are just so brass. It's hard to deal with. Question 4. What do you think of the new PS5, and will it do well when it comes out? from what I'm reading about it, not so good because Xbox has got back. From what I heard, this is only from what I've been reading and what I've been hearing, so I don't know if it's true or not. But from what I've seen, the Xbox is meant to be backwards compatible all the way to like the original Xbox, and you can play Forza 1, Forza 2 straight out the gate. Just put it in and just play online. Like that's what it should be. And if Xbox has that, then I've got Forza 1 and 2 to play. You know, I can go online and play the games. King of Fighters, Neo Wave. Um, I don't know what other games I'd want to play. HD Remix maybe, because that had a good netcode. So I want to play games that have good netcodes. I'm not interested in some poo poo internet games, man. Or Arcade Live. Not really feeling them games. And I lost my Sacred Citadel files, so I don't think I want to sit there and do that game all over again. It'll drive me up the wall. But yeah, from what I hear, PlayStation 4 doesn't have any of that. It doesn't have PS3, PS4. I think you can play PS4 on it, but you can't play PS3 2 or 1. So nothing really of interest for PlayStation. I'll probably buy both, but the question is, well, like, can I invest? Can I invest in it? Because really, it's only going to be about myself this time. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying anything for anybody to come and hang out with me or anything like that anymore. Them days are done. Would you like to see Tekken versus Street Fighter? Not really. I'd rather not. Street Fighter X Tekken was alright. That was actually just a fucking wicked game. I still like it to this day. It fit like a glove. Tekken characters fit like a glove, and they used to mash up Street Fighter characters. I don't care if Chun-Li was the best character, but after that, all the characters were literally Tekken in that game. They dominated that game, and that was good enough. Even if Chun-Li was top, but they had tools that got around Street Fighter characters, and that used to burn Capcom players out. They used to bomb them out. You can't just sit there and throw fireball. You can't sit there and throw sonic booms. You can't sit there and like do nothing. Tekken characters would smother you. They would smother you to death. And once they got an opening, they had openings in it. They had multiple ways of getting people cracked open, and yeah, it used to bum people out big time. Let's have a look here. Hold on, just bear with me 1 minute. So I need to. Question 6. Can you see Punk being an Evo champion one day? Probably. I don't really interest myself with Punk, man. I don't know. I think some of the Americans are just so arrogant, man. They're so arrogant and confident. It's like the question here earlier about like the Evos and that. Like, you see, Japan will just put the games out there what they wanted to put out in it, and the Japanese are content with that, and it's an open playing field for certain games. But see, something like Evo, it benefits Americans. They do it to the point that it's in America's favour. Like some of the brackets they used to do in some tournaments back in the day, man, was suspect. It was absolute suspect. It's so off-putting. Right, hold on. Where are we now? Question 7. The hardest opponent on King of Fighters you've ever faced. Damn. If that was here, I would say Simeon / Bulletproof. As an all-rounder on all KOFs, then Simeon, hands down. He's like probably the best person I ever faced or witnessed. You know, see people doing things that you don't know. He'd definitely be at the top of that list. Worldwide, I don't know. That's a different question, man. There was a Korean guy, Green Hell. I used to play with him a lot, and he used to play 98 and 2002, and he was in a league of his own, man. He'd be sitting on, but he was sitting on Fightcade like every day. He'd be like 15, 16 hours a day on it. I said to him, like, I'm only on it like 30 minutes a day if I'm lucky. 30 minutes a week if I'm even lucky. Um, what's your views on camping in Call of Duty? But that's Call of Duty though, isn't it? So that's the thing though. If you say that about Rainbow Six, camping has an entitlement. What I mean by that is, if you're playing Rainbow Six and your squad is defending a room, and you're not defending that room correctly, and a drone has come in there, somehow come through the crack in the wall, or it's climbed a load of feet so that you have to force someone to come down, then no, you're immune to drones, and you can't camp because you're still trying to look for the drone that's hacking you. That's like hacking you down and taking your notes. Question 9. Do you think Anthony is good at fighting games or DDR? Right, that's a horrible question, and you know what? To be honest, whoever your friend asked that question is pretty brass behaviour. To be honest, you shouldn't ask questions like that. But if you're being real, then I don't know, man. It's nothing to do with me. If it's like me versus Anthony, and Anthony plays games, then like I would say he's better. I think he's better at DDR because I'm not good at DDR, so he's better than me. Well, I'm probably better than him at fighting games, so that's how I'll leave it. Question 10. Would you ever play StarCraft? Big no. That's an NO with a big no. Question 11. I'm learning G on Street Fighter 5. Any good setups you can tell me? It depends on what arts you're using. Sorry, the microphone fell out. God. Sorry, the microphone fell out. God damn. Um, Hold on, I have to start that question again. That was crazy. Yeah, G. Learning G as a character. I can write some out for you. But they're not really hard to do. I mean, everyone does the same things. Quite a lot of people do the same things on this, so. But like I said, it all depends on the skills and triggers you're using. The G barrier is good. The G defense is good. The G double protection. And the one where he uses his hands and bounces off the walls. They're all good. Question 12. Would you say you're a fan of Hideo Kojima games? I'm a fan of Metal Gear 1. I don't mind the game, but it's not a game You know what? If I could stream it, I'd probably play Metal Gear 1, but I don't really want to. Because the only thing I like about Metal Gear 1 is the codec conversations. I used to love that shit. I actually sat there and just let it run the whole game on its own, just them conversating. It used to be very influential. I'll sit there and listen to them. Question 13. What do you think about the coronavirus and how it will affect games in the future? Massively. Massively. Everything's taking a hit. Food stalls, restaurants, even game shops are closed. Can't even go and buy vouchers. It's so hard. You have to go online if you ain't got none of them. Where are we? Oh yes, coronavirus. Damn. Yeah, that's busting up. That is busting up the whole world. Like a lot of people's shops are closing. Games are coming out at wrong dates. It's terrible, man. It's a terrible time. People staying at home. I don't mind staying at home, but For some others, it's hard, man. They can't do it. Never thought the day, that you'd be indoors and then people would be telling you that don't come outside. It's like a meteor out there. Oh, close them doors. Question 14. Would you like to replay Melty Blood on the PS2 again? Ooh, it was on the PS2. Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry. Melty Blood on the PS2. Melty Blood was a good game, man. But that was the broken version they converted to the PS2. And the last question. Oh no, sorry. Shit, I didn't even answer it properly. 14. Melty Blood. I was sitting there and I just, like, my head just went fucking hell. Headache. Melty Blood. I would play again. But I'd rather a different version was on the PS2. Because, yeah, the version they put on the PS2 was so unbalanced. And it was crawling with bosses everywhere. It was just a mess. Question 15. Tobal or Tekken? Well, to be honest, I was playing Tobal. I remember in Tobal, Tekken 2 was £150 in CEX on Japanese import when it came out. And I looked at my money and I said, you know what, I've got £130, so I can't buy Tekken. And then Tobal 2 was on the other rack, on the other side, and it was like £50. And I bought this. It's crazy. Oh, crazy. Tobal 2, man. Tobal 2 for keeps. Epon. Oh shit, Gren, Chuji. I think it was Nux. So I can't move characters, or I can move characters, but I'm at the other end of the room, so it's a bit difficult. But yeah, safe for that still. Some crazy ones in there.